Hi.
Hi Anna. Today we're going to focus on how to train your brain to think in English. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. But I'm curious. Why is it so important to think in English? I usually just translate in my head, but it takes time and sometimes I get stuck.
Great question, Anna. When you think in English, you're training your brain to process the language naturally, without translating from your native language. This helps you speak faster, sound more fluent, and understand conversations better.
Yes, that makes sense. Translating definitely slows me down. Especially when I'm talking to someone. I pause a lot and sometimes lose track of the conversation.
Exactly. Thinking in English helps avoid those pauses and builds confidence. Let's start with a simple exercise. Think in single words. Look around you right now and name everything you see in English. Can you try?
Sure. I see a computer, a desk, a chair, a window, and a plant.
Perfect. Now, what if you see something but don't know the word for it?
Should I just skip it?
Nope. Describe it in English. For example, if you don't know bookshelf, say, the place where I put my books. This keeps your brain thinking in English and helps you learn new words. Want to try?
Okay. I see something that holds papers together. I don't know the word, but I could say a tool that keeps papers in place.
That's excellent. And by the way, that's called a paperclip. But now you know how to describe it even if you forget the word. Let's move to thinking in sentences. Can you create some based on what you're doing?
Sure. I am sitting at my desk. I am learning English.
Nice. Don't worry too much about perfection. If you're unsure, write it down and check later. What else can you say about your surroundings?
The sun is shining through the window. My plant is growing well.
Awesome. Now let's talk about the future. If you want to talk about plans, use I'm going to or I will. For example, I'm going to study English later. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
I think I'd say, I'm going to cook dinner later, and I will watch a movie tonight. Is that correct?
Yes. That's perfect. Now let's practice the past. What did you do this morning?
This morning I had breakfast and then studied for a while. After that, I went to the grocery store.
Excellent. Now, what do you usually do to remember new words?
I write them in a notebook, but I sometimes forget to review them.
Try flashcards or an app. They're fun and effective. Also, use new words in a sentence right away. Do you talk to yourself in English?
Yes. Sometimes I talk to myself. Or my dog. Feels a bit weird though.
It's totally normal, and very useful. You can even pretend you're having a real conversation. What kind of things do you say?
Stuff like, I'm cooking dinner. Or I need to finish this task. Sometimes I pretend I'm chatting with a friend like, how was your day?
That's fantastic. Imagining conversations helps a lot. You could also pretend you're shopping or asking for directions.
Maybe I could say, excuse me, where can I find the bread? Or, how do I get to the train station?
Perfect examples. Another great exercise is describing your day in English. Can you try that?
Sure. This morning I woke up early and had breakfast. Then I went for a walk and enjoyed the fresh air. After that, I came back home and started studying English. Later I'll cook dinner and watch a movie.
That's excellent. You're getting really good at this. Try planning your day in English too. It helps set the tone for thinking in English.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll start saying, today I'm going to study. Or, I'll meet a friend for coffee.
Exactly. Throughout the day, you can say things like, I'm drinking coffee, or I'm walking to the store. What do you see around you now?
I see a remote control. I'd say it's the device I use to change the channel on the TV.
That's perfect. You're learning to express ideas even when you don't know the exact word. Now, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited because I'm learning new things. And a little nervous because I want to get it right.
Great expression. It's totally normal to feel that way. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
One more question. How long will it take before I can think in English without trying so hard?
That depends on how often you practice. If you do a little every day, it will get easier and more natural over time. Some learners feel fluent in months, others take longer. Just stay consistent.
Okay. I'll practice every day. even if it's just a few minutes. I'll start with single words, then sentences and conversations.
That's a brilliant plan. You're already doing great, Anna. Keep it up and remember, every small step counts.
Thank you so much, teacher. I feel more confident already.
You're very welcome. I'm proud of your progress. Keep practicing, and let me know how it goes.